Welcome to the Rex Andrews Show. Glad to have you. Welcome back for those who have been listening. And if you found us for the first time, welcome to the show. We hope you enjoy the trip. Make sure you check out all of the episodes that are posted on your favorite places to get podcasts. We are just about everywhere known in podcast distribution. We're also found on YouTube for video. And of course, you can always go to our website at rexandrewshow.com. Excited to have you here today. Got a fun topic. But I always want to remind you, so you're always caught up with the content and podcasts and episodes, that you go ahead and hit the subscribe button wherever you're listening or tuning in. We want to start by thanking our sponsor, the Wealth Management Group. They are fantastic to work with. They do retirement planning, estate planning, and help you get your financial affairs into order so you can meet your financial goals. Happy to recommend them to everyone. That's wealthmanagement.estate, wealthmanagement.estate, the Wealth Management Group. All right, today I got a little bit of a rant, and this topic drives me absolutely crazy and has for a long time. In the new regime with the Biden administration, we see them talking about union jobs, okay, that they're going to create all these union jobs. Well, this is an absolute insanity because unions are not a current trend in our world. It is a situation where in many cities and regions of the country that unions just really don't exist except in very small niches. And so the problem with unions that I see, and if you really think this through, is that unions really are set up for the lowest performing members, okay? So it's been said, and I agree with this, that unions basically protect the worst members and hold back the best. All right, so if you're a person that is going to get involved in the union, you have to remember that we have various people's participation and capabilities and performances. So you might have some deadwoods. Well, guess what? The rules and the policies and the direction of the union has to compensate for those low-level performers. So if you're a high performer, if you're somebody who just rocks it and makes the world go and things happen, you're being judged and held accountable to the lowest level members, okay? So, unions were important back at the turn of the century in the 1900s, and before that, it helped workers fight oppression by owners of large businesses. But in today's environment where so many people don't work in those types of conditions, unions really don't have a place. And the one that drives me bananas is a white-collar profession, very educated, very intelligent, and that's teachers' unions. Now, I love teachers, okay? Please, if you're a teacher or an educator out there, do not get offended by and think that I don't respect it. I think teachers need to be paid more. I think it's a thankless job, especially for the kids who come from families who are not involved in their education. So let me also state that I raised 5 kids, and raising those kids, they went to both public schools and charter schools. And the teachers I found were all dedicated and loyal and hardworking individuals. However, set that aside. I have all the respect for them. Set that aside. Why on earth do you need to be in a union when you are a college educated and for many advanced degreed individuals? Why do you want to be in a union? Now, all of us going through the educational systems in the country, we had teachers of all different abilities. Some that were absolute deadwood who just seemed like they were hiding and drawing a paycheck to get to that retirement. And some that were just amazing. that were some of the finest human beings you'd ever see walking the earth. But I can't understand for the life of me why a teacher needs to be in a union. Where is the oppression? Where is the risk at the job? I don't see teachers working in environments where chainsaws are going and big drill presses and heavy equipment and just things that could hurt or destroy them. There's no oppression as far as a physical risk, okay? Outside of the rare school shootings, when you look at the number of kids and schools there are, they are really working in a sanitized environment that's safe for all. So recently in the news, we have seen many of the school districts across the United States with their teachers' unions refusing to go back to work. I don't get it. Okay, are you any more of a frontline worker than anyone else? I saw on a Facebook post that there was a teacher who was saying that they needed to be vaccinated at the same pace as the frontline workers because they're frontline workers. Well, my smart aleck comment was, are you serious? I don't see kids being rolled into your classroom on a stretcher. So I understand that there are issues that the teachers deal with and they negotiate with school districts, but school districts are not oppressive, greed-driven organizations. School districts generally have the same goal as the teachers, and that is to educate kids. Now, I've spent my entire career, 34 years now, in high tech. I've never once been anywhere near a union in our industry. And I've had to negotiate my own employment contract and benefits and working conditions with some of the largest tech companies in the world. So if I can negotiate my own compensation and benefits in those types of situations, why can't a teacher? And in many cases, the teachers' unions have become so politicized that they're really more of a political action committee than they are a union. Here in the state of Colorado over the years, and I know this happens everywhere in the United States, teachers' union fees and dues are used for political campaigns. And in my district, where my kids grew up, about 10 years ago in the area, we had a miserable state representative, but she was supported by the teachers' union. And because of the donations from the teachers' union, she outspent the other candidate 5-1 in 3 consecutive campaigns. Now, that's not right. I don't think that's what the purpose of union dues are for teachers. So pay attention to this as we go along here coming up. I think there's going to be some battlegrounds with the teachers' union, but you're going to see this administration, because they're pandering for votes, talk about union jobs. And I can think and share with you that so many Americans, the vast number of Americans, work in environments without unions. So I think it's a concept that has run its course. I think for most all businesses that it's no longer needed because you can't, because of laws of that fight oppression and discrimination that exist on the books. It's just a concept that's not needed. So that's all I got to say about that. I'm not a union guy. Don't think they're appropriate, and I don't think unions serve anyone anymore. They just create red tape and drive the cost of things up. So until next time, tune in again for the Rex Andrew Show.